Well, in our reading today, we see the ordination and the installation of the priesthood. Aaron and his sons, according to chapter 8, they had to be washed. Then they had to be anointed with oil. They had to give all kind of different offerings. And then blood had to be placed on their right earlobe, their right big thumb, the right thumb and their right big toe. And they had to be confined to the tent of meeting. They could not leave the tent of meeting. And what we see here is a clear image that they were set apart. Now, some of the sons here, Nadab and Abihu, they didn't live out that set apart life. And an example was made out of them. They had offered the unauthorized fire, and because of that, they lost their lives. We see here the priests are given some regulations, all kind of different regulations. But what I want to do is read Leviticus chapter 10, verse 8 through 11 to show you these regulations. Leviticus 10, beginning in verse 8. The Lord spoke to Aaron, "You and your sons are not to drink wine or beer when you enter the tent of meeting, or else you will die. This is a permanent statute throughout your generations. You must distinguish between the holy and the common, and the clean and the unclean, and teach the Israelites all the statutes that the Lord has given them through Moses." Now, they had to distinguish for all the people between the holy and the common, the clean and the unclean. And in doing so, we see here back in verse 9 that they're not to drink any wine or beer when they enter the tent of meeting because they had to have clear thinking. They couldn't be drunk. And so all Christians today are priests. 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9 tells us that we are all priests and we are all to live as his holy people today. We may not go through all this that they went through, but we are to live the same type of life that is set apart to show a difference in life between the holy and the common, the clean and the unclean, and set an example for all the world to see. His holy people today are to live as salt and light. Hope you'll join me again tomorrow.